What if I told you the biggest difference between getting rich and staying poor isn't your salary, your background, or even your luck? It's something much simpler, something you control every single day. Your habits. Most people think if they just earned more, all their money problems would disappear. But the truth is, without the right habits, more money often just means more problems. Stay with me because over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the subtle, yet powerful, money habits that separate the wealthy from everyone else. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll have a completely new lens through which to see your own financial future. So what's the secret sauce? What are these magical habits? Let's get right into it. The first, and maybe the most important, is the concept of paying yourself first. Now, you've probably heard this before, but what does it actually mean? For most people, the money journey looks like this. Get paid, pay bills, buy groceries, maybe a little something for fun. And then, if there's anything left, they save it. The problem is, there's rarely anything left. The rich flip this script completely. Their journey is, get paid, immediately move a set percentage, 10, 15, even 20%, into savings and investments. Then they live off what's left. It's a profound mental shift. You're not saving the leftovers. You're prioritizing your future self before anyone else, before your bills, before your landlord, before your wants. It sends a powerful message to your brain that your financial independence is non-negotiable. This single habit is the foundation upon which wealth is built. It's not about how much you save. It's about the discipline of saving first, consistently, no matter what. Now let's talk about debt. The way the rich and the poor view debt are worlds apart. For many, debt is a normal part of life. Credit card for the new TV, a loan for a vacation, financing for a car that's a little too expensive. This is what we call bad debt. It's debt used to buy things that go down in value, things that don't make you any money. It's a financial trap, a heavy ball and chain that keeps you running on a treadmill, working just to pay off interest. The wealthy, on the other hand, are extremely cautious with bad debt. They avoid it like the plague. However, they are masters of using what we call good debt. Good debt is money borrowed to acquire an asset that will grow in value or generate income. Think of a loan to buy a rental property that brings in more rent than the mortgage payment. Or a business loan to expand a profitable company. They use other people's money, the bank's money, to make themselves more money. They leverage debt as a tool for growth, not a crutch for consumption. Understanding this distinction is crucial. Are you using debt to buy liabilities that drain your wallet, or to acquire assets that fill it? Here's another big one. The perspective on time. The average person treats their time for money. They work an hour, they get paid for an hour. It's a linear equation. If you want more money, you have to work more hours. But there are only 24 hours in a day, which means your income has a hard cap. The rich understand this limitation. So instead of just trading their time for money, they focus on building systems that make money for them, even when they're not actively working. This is the essence of passive income. It could be earning royalties from a book or a song, getting dividends from stocks, collecting rent from real estate, or building a business with employees that runs without your constant presence. They spend their time creating assets and systems that work for them around the clock. Their goal isn't just to earn a high hourly rate. It's to disconnect their income from their time altogether. This is how true financial freedom is achieved. It's not about not working. It's about having the choice to work because you want to, not because you have to. Let's pause for a second. This might sound a little out of reach. Building passive income systems? Leveraging debt? It can feel overwhelming, like a game only for people who are already rich. And that feeling, that sense of I can't do this, is one of the biggest mental blocks holding people back. I get it. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay the bills, thinking about buying stocks or real estate feels like a fantasy. It's easy to get trapped in a cycle of scarcity where your entire focus is just on surviving today. That stress, that constant worry, clouds your judgment and makes long-term planning seem impossible. It's a heavy emotional weight. But I want you to know that your current situation does not define your potential. Every single wealthy person, unless they inherited it, started from zero. They started with a single decision to change their habits and their mindset. It starts with $1 saved, one book read, one small step in a new direction. It is about breaking that emotional cycle of feeling stuck and replacing it with a belief that change is possible. You have the power to do this. So how do you actually start? Where does the rubber meet the road? It begins with financial education. The rich don't just work for money. They study it. They read books, they take courses, they talk to mentors, they understand how markets work, how taxes work, how to analyze an investment. Most people finish school and never read another book on personal finance. They leave their financial future up to chance. You need to become a student of wealth. It's not about getting a PhD in economics. It's about committing to lifelong learning. Spend 30 minutes every day reading a financial blog, listening to a podcast, or watching educational videos like this one. The more you learn, the more opportunities you'll see, and the less scary the world of investing will become. Knowledge builds confidence, and confidence fuels action. Another critical habit is who you surround yourself with. There's a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your circle is constantly complaining about being broke, making poor financial decisions, and discouraging your ambitions, it's going to be nearly impossible for you to grow. The wealthy actively seek out and build relationships with other successful, ambitious, and knowledgeable people. They join masterminds, go to conferences, and find mentors. This isn't about ditching your old friends. It's about intentionally expanding your network to include people who will inspire you, challenge you, and pull you up. Your environment shapes your mindset. Create an environment that fosters success, not one that breeds mediocrity. Finally, let's talk about the payoff. What happens when you adopt these habits? It's not just about having a bigger bank account or a nicer car. The real payoff is freedom. It's the freedom to wake up in the morning and decide what you want to do with your day. It's the freedom to leave a job you hate, to pursue a passion project, to spend more time with your family, or to travel the world. It's the freedom from financial stress, the constant knot in your stomach wondering how you'll pay the next bill. It's about having options. Money is simply a tool that gives you more options in life. Building wealth is the process of creating a life where you are in the driver's seat, not a passenger being taken for a ride. It's about designing your life on your own terms. That is the ultimate prize. So let's bring it all together. The path to wealth isn't a secret lottery ticket. It's a series of conscious choices and disciplined habits. Pay yourself first always. Understand the difference between good debt and bad debt and use it wisely. Focus on building systems to disconnect your time from your income. Commit to lifelong financial education and surround yourself with people who lift you higher. You can start today. It doesn't matter if you start with $1 or $100. The key is to start. Create a budget. Open a separate savings account. Download an audiobook about investing. Take one small, concrete action right after watching this video. That's how momentum is built. You have the ability to rewrite your financial story. The choice is yours. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video sparks something in you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you build your best financial future. Let me know in the comments which habit you're going to start working on first. Let's build this community together. Thanks for watching.